In this episode, I picked Jesse up and used him as a human battering ram.
And in this episode, I find true love.
It's Scott Pilgrim versus the world for the Nintendo Switch.
Let's get to it.
Here we go.
Game night.
Hello there, guildies. Welcome to Scott Pilgrim versus the world. Look how romantic.
That is adorable. Now, just in case you got who the game's about, it is Scott Pilgrim. And Ramona Flowers.
Yes, they just kissed, actually.
But what are they going to do? What are they going against?
There is a problem. Look at these evil people. Perhaps he has to defeat the 7 evil ex-boyfriends.
That's right.
That's right. For anyone who is a fan of the movie or the manga, this is the video game adaptation of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, originally released for Xbox Live Arcade on the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3.
Yes.
In 2010. But as fate would have it, in 2014, Ubisoft lost the license to the game and it was removed from digital storefronts, and many a tears were shed by many a people in the world. If you did not already own the game at that point, it was impossible to buy. There was no physical copy, so if you already owned it, good, but if you did not, you were beat. But now it has been re-released for the Nintendo Switch.
The system do have it on, too. That's the good news.
I know. And we are going to play it. So, we are going to jump straight into story mode. Oh, this is the complete edition, so it includes all of the DLC that came out for the game back in the day. By the way, this is probably in the top 3 of my favorite side-scrolling brawlers of all time.
I can see that.
Played on normal, I guess. Just played on normal since we're going to give like a little introduction. Cool. Do you care if I'm Scott?
Well, one of us has a Scott Pilgrim tattoo.
You want to be Scott?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I'm glad you recognize that.
But I feel like I should play as Ramona for synergy purposes.
All right.
So I will be Miss Flowers. But the question is, which hairstyle? You know what? We have to go with pink, I think, actually.
I do like it. Now, she is pretty good at candy because she has a weapon in the game.
This is true.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here we go. First stage.
Now, I was such a huge fan of this when it came out.
Oh my gosh, this is one of the very few games that I beat start to finish in one sitting.
So, fun story. I was working yesterday, and I called my wife, and I said, kept checking and said, "Is Scott Pilgrim buyable yet?" And finally, she said, "Yeah, you can buy it." And I said, "All right, can you just go on my Switch and purchase it?" And she says, "Just to let you know, it's coming up $15." And I said, "I don't care if it's $50. Buy the game. Don't. What are you doing?" I was telling one of my coworkers today, I was like, they could have re-released this game for $100, and I would have complained why I spent the money for it.
But you still would have bought it.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a side-scrolling beat-em-up, but it is very unique in the side-scrolling kind of niche because it has RPG-like elements. So as you see, we are collecting money as we battle, like pocket change basically. And why that is useful is because there's random stores placed throughout the stages that you can go inside, like say like vegan restaurants or like music stores. And they sell random stuff like music CDs and food and things, but they improve your stats. So just like if you leveling up your attack, your defense, your hit points, whatever. So there's that aspect of the game where you want to save up money to upgrade stats. You level as you go, which increases all of your base stats a little bit. And then it has all the other regular, side-scrolling tropes like weapons you can pick up. There's like tag team attacks you can do with other people.
There's also the subspace highway that you can find different multiple levels.
I forgot about that actually.
In the game, which I think is really
Right now I'm beating these chaps with a street sign. So you have a light punch, a heavy punch, a jump, a block, and then there's, of course you can walk or run, and of course the run you double tap over. And then you have a jump kick, and do you have a jump? No, you do not have a jumping heavy, just a jumping regular. Hit you again, sorry. Now I'm going to use your body to bash people. Oh, this game is so fun.
Up to 4-player co-op.
Oh, yeah, exactly, yep. Watch out for the
I
boss!
saw it coming. And
Hey, it was Lucas Lee. Did you see that on the
I
bus?
did see that. And it's a nice mix, actually, of the film and the books. There's little things from both of them, which I think is really neat.
Lucas Lee is played in the movie by Chris Evans, Captain America.
That's right. We all heard that internet joke that Scott Pilgrim beat both Superman, Captain America, and dated Captain Marvel.
That's true.
So, good for him.
Yeah, because that's actually a very, something a lot of people don't realize. Brie Larson was in this movie.
Yep.
And she looks nothing like herself in this movie.
Yeah,
she has a wig. Does she have a wig on in that? Because I know she has blonde hair in real life, but
could be a wig, yeah.
It might be just a blonde wig. I'm actually not sure. I need to figure that out. But she plays one of. She's not an evil ex, but she is in the band.
She is Scott's ex.
Oh, wait. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Right. I had to think about that for a second. Right.
Steve, look at my arm, man. I love this movie.
Yeah, it's true. Fair enough.
I just love the art for this. It looks straight out of the.
You think about that for a second. This is a 10-year-old game, and it looks beautiful in the year, just as beautiful in the year 2020 as it did in the year 2010.
21 technically just came out. Yeah, just came out.
I keep forgetting what year it is. It's a testament to, and we've had this conversation many times on this channel. It is a testament to how timeless pixel art looks.
I agree. Certain games just age better based off the style.
Dude, 3D games age like butt. Look at any first-gen 3D game. They're horrifying to look at.
Yeah.
And you look back at like the classic pixel artwork games, Super Mario World and anything for the Super Nintendo, just about the Genesis, all those old school pixel art games. You pick them up today and they still look beautiful, and it's no different here.
I agree.
Hey, I've got a shovel in my hand. Shout out to our Discord. Shovel your neighbor!
Nice. That's good.
There's like 3 people who are going to get that.
I got it.
All right, Blondie. Why do you block every attack?
Yeah, everything. Even the special.
Gold pile!
I really do like the sprite works on the characters, and I think it's really. I know we talked about how ageist it was earlier, but it also works for just like conveying emotions without like overly doing it. You know what I mean? Like you can kind of have fun with the character,
right?
Put what you want to put on the character's face while they're actually still showing some emotion. So go ahead and go into
the shop.
Go into the video store.
It is the video store.
Which is actually funny because in order to do anything out of here, like Steve was saying, this is where you buy new techniques and stuff.
Right.
You have to pay Scott's late fees. Now, can you tell me how much Scott owes?
I believe it's $504.25.
Now, how much do we have?
We have 50. Well, I have 57.50. You have 37.90.
So here you go. You've heard it here first. Sometimes you got to grind in an RPG, so you legit have to grind and come back to us.
Indeed.
I left you in the store. You guys can talk if you like.
I'm leaving. I am sad though, because I feel like I should have returned that copy of Hook. Like,
oh man, nobody else is gonna get to enjoy it.
Have to fly, have to fight, have to crow, have to save Maggie, have to save Jack. Hook is back.
You think that's what Scott rented?
Somehow, he probably didn't. But
somehow, I feel like it was Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Yeah, very well could be.
And his idea was, I'm never going to bring it back because I don't want anybody else to deal with it.
If we go in the coffee shop, I forget. Can you buy stuff right away or no?
Yes. So you can get coffee and raise your... What I actually like about this game is you can actually go above your 100 for your HP.
Right. Because this store doesn't give you stats.
Yes.
This is like a buff store, correct?
So you can take it with you.
Right.
Or you can enjoy it now.
Right.
So I'm going to enjoy mine now. Alright. Now this part is very dangerous if you recall. It's the highway. Make sure you stay out of the road.
Alright, here we go, and we are about to fight the first Evil X.
I'm already in there. There it is.
Alright, we have arrived at the first boss of Scott Pilgrim. The first Evil X.
Where could he be? Oh!
There he is! It's, his last name is Patel.
Matthew Patel!
Right, yeah.
Mr. Pilgrim.
Right.
Can you get my email explaining all this? I skimmed it.
Oh, this movie's so good.
Why are you dressed like a pirate? Pirates are in? Now, the whole thing with him is to stay on top of him because he has projectiles. Now, for these, I always had trouble with them because they get so...
Yeah, they're pain.
The best way I would always handle them is I get a nice little... Well, that was
I remember this as I get constantly hit by them.
I just do nice little spin attacks until I can get them all gone.
Ugh. Well, I guess I could use the hammer. There we go.
There we go. Now, if you remember, he's got one more stage after this, after we beat him this time, and he starts glowing.
Right.
I don't know how you usually handle it. I usually just ignore and go straight for him. So.
I don't remember how I did it back in the day, honestly. It's been so long since I played this. I'm assuming I probably just attacked him.
Oof.
Alright, Mr. Patel, you're making me mad now.
Now, what I'm really excited about is for people that haven't seen this game before, you're about to see what happens when you beat him.
Speaking of beating people, you just used me to beat him.
Why wouldn't
you
I
used
do
my
that?
skull to beat him. Just kicked him all the way across the stage. That's what I think about him.
Oh, wake me up, wake me up.
Wake me up!
Before you go,
Yada!
before you beat Matthew Patel, no.
KO!
That is so satisfying,
I
like
know.
KO. This game is just so brilliant.
I'm telling you, it's one of my all-time favorite beat-em-ups, man.
And the best, it's $15.
Well,
You're just gonna ignore that Ramona just went into her birth?
we are not going to now.
That's that didn't happen. Like
No.
she didn't.
Well, you know.
Now, before we go, that purse thing. We rarely set to an answer of whether we recommend a game or not. Would you recommend Scott Pilgrim for everybody?
Yes.
That
That is a solid yes.
That is a big 7 evil X's yes.
Yes, because this game is incredible, and I've been dying to play this game for with its re-release. I lost my mind when they announced it was coming back.
And you waited for me. Stop.
All right, guys. Big thanks to our patrons. You were appearing, right? Yeah. Wait.
Ooh, that
was
was
a new
good.
one.
I
You
like that. Yeah, that's good.
All right. Well, guys. Until next time. This is the Mini Adventures Guild. This is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World for the Nintendo Switch. And I believe that will just about do it.
Ooh, can I go into a purse?
Go ahead.
We don't have the budget for that.